professional. Big shot David Bronstein, very professional. I used to be very professional. Used to be. You know the 4 stages of an actor are, who's David Bronstein? Get me David Bronstein. Get me someone like David Bronstein. Who's David Bronstein? I'm not exactly sure which one I'm in right now. I know I went beyond who's David Bronstein. I went to get me David Bronstein. I'm probably at get me a David Bronstein type right now. But I'm here, and here's what I'm going to talk about because it's so stupid. Again, I read on the web star today, Jared read on the web star today in the newspaper today. He was an accountant. He gave up accounting. He's making too much money doing blogs on YouTube. Now, here's the deal. Last week, I'm so lost for time. Last week, I did a blog about Mike Wekerle. If you don't know who Mike Wekerle is, Mike Wekerle is the king of Bay Street, the prince of Wall Street, the emperor of Bathurst Street. Any street, that's where he's at. He's on every street. He has a title with every street. And he's a big stock promoter that works in Wall Street, Bay Street, owns his own merchant bank, a big player in promoting. I could compare him to the Wolf of Wall Street, but he's illegal. The Wolf of Wall Street didn't do things legally, but he has that success, whatever. I don't know anything about the stock market. But he plays in this. That's what he does. Takes companies public. He raises money for deals. Whatever he does. You think I know what the hell? I don't even know who he is. Anyway, but I only know of Mike Wekerle because many of my friends are friends with Mike Wekerle. So every so often I hear crazy stories. His parties with the superstars he has, and he bankrolled the Wahlburgers, and his car, his $900,000 car blew up at a gas station. Whatever stories that was in the paper, they tell me stories. It goes in one ear and out the other. That's all it is. Like the nutty dog here. So last week I was at Indigo, and I saw a magazine on the cover of Canadian Business Magazine that said Mike Wekerle. I said, oh my God, this is the guy. This is the guy that all my friends are talking about. In fact, when they talked about it, I didn't know what he looked like. That's what he looked like. I thought this is fantastic. So I bought the magazine. I gave it to Jared. Here's the magazine. Here, I gave it to Jared. Here. Mike, if you're watching, I bought it for $9. See, genius, freak, legend. I didn't call you that. They called you that. So I was thrilled. So I bought them. I wanted to show Jared because all his friends are friends with Mike. And that was it. So I read its story, and that was all. Just so happens the same day or the next day, I got so much. I'm like the guy in the Ed Sullivan Show. I got spinning all those plates. Hopefully, one doesn't fall. I was dealing with an idiot business partner, one that set up a David Bronstein sex store, whatever the hell he wanted to do, called Dave's After Dark, whatever it is. And he sent me such crazy emotional emails. I tell my business partners, I don't care about the emotions. I take emotions out of the equation. Like Kevin O'Leary, he says you can't make decisions with emotions. It's all about cash for me. It's all about the cash. So I got a stupid, dumb, emotional email from one of my lunatic business partners. So I did a blog because I was reading about Mike Wekerle the day before or so, and then Tony Lacavera, which was a big player I was doing business with. Tony owns Win Mobile. I'm trying to find the Tony Lacavera article here. And Tony was handling all my chat line calls and psychic calls. He has a company called Global Live. I was talking about I need partners like Mike Wekerle and Tony Lacavera. That's what I was saying in the blog that I did, whatever it was. Complaining, getting my frustrations out about my idiot business partners and big players like Mike Wekerle and Tony Lacavera, and my idiot dog, that he should be right with my business partners. That I need to be doing, I got to get the hell out of here, that I need to be doing business with. Players like them, not the dopes I do business with now. And that was it. And then somehow, I got a tweet from Twitter that Mike happened to see my blog, whatever it is. I didn't put it on Twitter at the time. I didn't know how to do that. I'm not on Twitter, tweeting every 2 minutes. I'm doing that stuff. You have an account on Twitter and LinkedIn, and Salary Shark, a big casting director from NBC, got in touch with me on Salary Shark. Said, Dave, you ought to go on Salary Shark. I didn't even know what it was. All right. I'm on these sites, but I don't do anything on them. So I said, look at this. Mike, either Mike did or his people did. So I got some text that Mike loved the blog, whatever it was. I didn't even put on Twitter. Then I pushed a button that went on Twitter. Who cares? Earlier this week, I think this week, there was an article in the newspaper with Mike Wekerle again. I said, hey, Jared, look, Mike Wekerle's here again in the newspaper because he's starring in Dragon's Den. It's like Shark Tank, but it's Dragon's Den in Canada. And I said, look at all this publicity this guy's getting. So I tweeted, and I never do this, I tweeted, Mike Wekerle's in the newspaper again. I'm going to fire my publicist and hire Mike's publicist. 1, 2, 3, that's all I did. And then I got another tweet. It was favorited, whatever that goes on. And then I forgot about it. Today's Friday. a few days ago, I'm watching The Invaders, a TV show I used to watch with my father in the 60s called The Invaders. Because nothing on TV I want to watch. So I was watching The Invaders, and then Jared texts me and says, "You're watching Dragon's Den." But I never watched Dragon's Den. I watch Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank. I like Kevin O'Leary. I like Rob Vervejek. I always get his name wrong. Mark Cuban. I love everything I know about business. I learned from Shark Tank. But I never watched Dragon's Den. I know of a friend of mine. I know people that are on Dragon's Den. I know the players on Dragon's Den. I never watched Dragon's Den. So Jared texts me, "Are you watching Dragon's Den?" Now, it just so happens that Jared is dating a girl. His girlfriend is best friends with Mike Wekerle's daughter. So everybody has an association with Mike Wekerle but me. All my friends are friends with Mike Wekerle. My kid as a girlfriend whose best girlfriend is Mike Wekerle's daughter. I don't have no association with Mike Wekerle, except I read about him in the newspaper every 2 minutes. So I put on Dragon's Den. I never watched. It was Wednesday night. I think Wednesday night I put it on. And then I see Mike Wekerle. And he's there, and he has this crazy wild blue suit on. And these shows with Kevin O'Leary and Mark Cuban, they're very corporate. They're very business guys. They're very suits. And Mike is this wild, crazy billionaire. I mean, whatever it says here in the magazine here, freak. He's a wild, crazy guy, so it doesn't match up. They say it doesn't match up. A guy this successful, this guy on Bay Street, on Wall Street, whatever he does, and taking companies public and stocks and whatever he does, doesn't match up because when you watch The Wolf of Wall Street, their hair is groomed and they're combed, they have suits and ties, and Mike's a wild, crazy guy. I said, this guy ought to have a reality show. When I saw him on Shark Tank, you should be on, I'll get you on Shark Tank. You should be on, and then we can get the dog on Dragon's Den. I said, this guy ought to have a reality show. So the purpose of this blog is, Mike Wekerle, if you're watching this, whoever's watching it, get the dog out of here. That's what I want you to do. David Bronson wants to produce the Mike Wekerle reality show. You need to have your own reality show. You've got to have cameras on you all the time because from what I'm reading and what I saw, you're a character. And I love characters and I do business with lots of characters and celebrities. And I got to tell you, if Mike's watched, Mike, you got something. I hope you don't give it to me, but you got something, which is why you're a big shot. And why you're on magazines and newspapers and you're on Dragon's Den. But it's a much bigger play, after I scratch my nose. There's a much bigger play here. Because these reality shows like Duck Dynasty and The Housewives, the craziest, nuttiest reality shows. A Mike Wekerle reality show will go through the roof. The syndication money will be insane. And then you get the book deals, the merchandise deals, the endorsement deals, the licensing deals. It's crazy. And all these kids that are online are making about $1 million a month. If you go to daveswebstars.com, I put all these success stories. Kids making $100,000 a month blogging, their merchandise. Other kids do $1 million a month. Some kid on Twitch, my kid knows Twitch, where the kids play video games. And on the video games, you watch them play video games, and they get paid to play video games. People click ads. And some kids making $1 million a month on a site called Twitch. So when I see Mike Wekerle on Dragons there with the crazy, he stands out from the rest. This guy ought to have a reality show. The camera should be on Mike Wekerle all the time. So David Bronson is pitching. Whoever's watching this, all my friends that know Mike, my own kid, his girlfriend who's friends with Mike's daughter, somebody, because I don't know who he is, somebody, get in touch with Mike Wekerle on David Bronson's behalf and tell Mike David Bronson wants to produce the Mike Wekerle reality show and run the Mike Wekerle online campaign. Because the Mike Wekerle website, I think I clicked on something, there's a fortune to be made in podcasts, in videos, in webisodes. We can do it right now today. That's the purpose of this pitch, to produce the Mike Wekerle reality show. So if anybody's watching this blog besides me and the dog driving me out of my mind, get in touch with me, Dave's TV Empire at Rogers.com, and say, Dave, let's go. We're ready to shoot the Mike. I'll put the whole deal together. That's the easy part. I'm a TV guy. That's why you see on my pictures I need web pros, I need web marketers, I need web marketing companies to do online what I do on TV. Because I do business with Shark Tank, Dragon's Den type TV product suppliers and inventors who give me all their crap to put on TV. And that's the easy part. When they get turned down from Shark Tank and Dragon's Den, they get in touch with me because I'll put them on TV tomorrow because I don't know what's going to be the next hit. When Crazy ShamWow and Slapchop does $150 million and the Snuggie blanket, a bullshit blanket, does $500 million, I'll put everything on TV. I'll put everything on TV. I'll put everything online. What the hell do I know? Proactive did $1 billion. So the big players I do business with in direct response, they tell me, Dave, We do. See, I got a porn run behind me. Dave, we try everything. We throw shit against the wall. We hope it sticks, and that's the world I come from. And the next shit I want to throw is Mike Wekerle. The next shit I want to throw is the Mike Wekerle reality show. So if anybody's watching this, get in touch with me. What the hell's my email? Dave's TV Empire at Rogers.com. We go into production on Tuesday. Dave's TV Empire at Rogers.com. We're producing the Mike Wekerle reality show. Goodbye.